Hi everybody, welcome to part 3 of a tour of my whole fragrance collection. My name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format, so if you like fragrances and also if you enjoy ASMR, you're in a great place for our video today. And also I can make you a creative custom ASMR video, so check the link in the description for my website. Okay, so today is part 3 and yeah, I'm excited to finish up showing you all what is in my collection at this point in time. Obviously it's going to continue to change and probably grow, which I'm a little scared about, but we'll see. Yeah, so next I'm going to take you into a portion of the video where I'm going to show you my entire fragrance collection as it is on my shelves. And this video, this same part of the video is also in videos 1 and 2 of this, so you can skip past it if you would like, back to the point where I am sitting here talking to you. Okay, so here is my full collection. I've got 2 sides to it. Here is one side. It's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves. And the bottom shelf here, this is just like samples. This is, somebody made this on Etsy. They make, it's to hold sample, like little sample vials. You could put other cosmetics in it, but isn't that so cool? Yeah, check out Etsy. Anyway, so there's that, and then here's the other shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I counted, and I think that I have 95 bottles right now, which is a lot. That's kind of crazy. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this up into 3 videos, and I'm gonna start with these fragrances. This shelf here is like my more kind of heavier, maybe more like fall winter type scents. And then this second shelf here, this is what I would classify as like my sweet scents. Like I definitely have other sweet scents that are on different shelves, but these ones are like, I just feel are like pretty sweet. Third shelf here, this is like more musky, powdery scents. These ones tend to be a little sweeter and more feminine. And then this one, these are also musky scents, but they're kind of more like unisex and maybe just a little bit more clean. Not like floral, sweet, powdery, but like just a little more musky. So that's those, and I'm gonna go through the first 3 in the first video, second 3 in the second video, and these 3 in the last video. Okay, and then this shelf here, this one is like florals, and this is florals that are, I don't know, maybe florals that are a little bit something other than just like straight up bright florals. And then these are florals, my second shelf here, but they're more so like bright, delicate florals, like kind of like your wedding type scents on this shelf. This shelf here, this is kind of like my green type scents. As you can see, quite a bit of green and also like some citrus. This shelf here is like marine, very mariney, kind of maybe like ozonic. And then lastly, this shelf here is like my tropical scents. Like you can just tell by color, can't you? Like, you know, so these ones are like kind of orangey red. These ones are like blue, green. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of how I organize my fragrances. And yeah, so I'll start off with these first 3 and see you all soon. One other thing that I just wanted to say is that I have only been collecting fragrances since about 2 years ago. I kind of got into it during the pandemic, so it's definitely a newer hobby for me, and my nose and like experience with scent is continuing to evolve quite a bit. So these are just the fragrances that I have now that I'm really drawn to, and I know that if I keep collecting fragrances, it's going to change. My taste is going to change, and yeah, so it's going to be a journey, and hopefully in another several months I can film another updated collection, and you can see what's in my collection along the way as I keep growing. Okay everybody, so we are back. So now you saw again what my whole collection looks like. So just as a reminder, today we are going to be talking about the final 3 shelves. I think there was like 9 total. Yeah, I think there was 9 total. So yeah, this is the final 3 shelves, and so we'll get into these. Really, these are mostly, this first shelf is kind of like my green citrus fragrances. Second shelf is kind of like my aquatic ozonic fragrances. Third shelf is my tropical fragrances. So it's pretty simple. Okay, so first one, this is Calvin Klein Into You for her. There's a for him version as well. Interesting bottle. It's got like this heavy glass base and plastic top, plastic sprayer atomizer. So yeah, this fragrance is really nice, unsurprisingly, because the bottle's kind of odd. But this is a kind of green citrus woody vanilla. It has vanilla, but it's not like a straight up vanilla. It has cactus and like maybe one other kind of green note. It's got some citrus, I think like bergamot, maybe. And then it's got some woodiness, I forget what, in the base, but yeah, so I think it's a pretty sexy fragrance. It's for her, it's marketed for her, but it's kind of getting close to more unisex, I would say. Just, yeah, and I feel like it could be good for all seasons, kind of. So that's Calvin Klein Into You. Okay, next this is Elizabeth Arden White Tea. So I really like the bottle. It's got this white gradient going down to transparent. So this is a white tea scent. So pretty. If y'all have smelled, and this is the Eau de Toilette, if y'all have smelled the Eau de Parfum, will you let me know? I'm really curious about that one. But this is beautiful. Very fresh, clean, a little bit green, citrus, and definitely white tea. And it's got also like some sea notes. So just kind of a fresh touch. It's got like fern as well. So yeah, just really pretty. Can't go wrong. Super clean. Luxurious. That is Elizabeth Arden White Tea. Okay, next. This is a mini. It's only 15 milliliters of Bvlgari Omnia Crystalline. So I love this fragrance. This is kind of a transparent, woody, fresh. I think it's got some citrus in it. It has a bamboo note, and then I don't know if it's like bergamot or what. And does it have? I don't think it has a tea note, but I feel like it has something else. Anyway, yeah. It's kind of like a musky, it's like a green, woody musk, but very like watery, aquatic, transparent feel. Very beautiful, very light, just really pretty. It's got I think it's got a floral note or two as well, but yeah. So that's Bvlgari Omnia Crystalline. Okay, and then here is a Scentbird decant that I have of the brand Commodity, and this one is called Moss, and it's the personal version, which is why there's the little minus after. So there's the personal, there's the expressive, which is like the mid-range one, and then there's the bold, which is a plus. It's like the strongest. So I have the weakest of the Moss because I don't tend to like really bold things, but this is like green, musky. It's dominant in musk and petitgrain. I think there's also some citrus, but yeah, it's just kind of earthy, musky green, and yeah, really nice. Total unisex, very fresh, clean. Okay, and then next, this is by the brand Issey Miyake, and this is called Pleats Please Low. So Pleats Please is, there's several flankers of the Pleats Please, and then this one's the low. It's got this fun cap that's, I don't know if that's supposed to look like a tassel or like pleats. Yeah, I don't know what pleats is referring to, like clothing or I don't know, but anyway, so this is a rose fragrance. It's kind of like a green rose. It's very fresh. It's definitely freshy, but it lasts pretty good, if I recall. Pretty good longevity. So I think it's mostly what I'm getting is neroli and rose. I don't tend to often love neroli, but I do really like it in this one. Very fresh, bright, kind of citrusy rose. Yeah, so I don't remember what the other notes are, but that is Pleats Please Low by Issey Miyake. Okay, and then next we have, this is by Versace, and this is called Versence. So yeah, fun bottle. I like the insignia, and this is as you can see, it's like a fresh green, citrusy, woody scent. I wore this just a few days ago. You mostly just get a lot of fresh citrus, fairly realistic citrus. There's a little bit of woodiness as well. Very unisex, very realistic, like not very cologne-y, perfumey, just pretty realistic, natural smelling. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this in my collection forever. I like it, but I don't know that I love it, but it's a good fragrance, it really is. I've just got too many fragrances. Okay, so next, this is a newer one to my collection, and I'm honestly not sure if I'll keep it, but I'm keeping it for now. This is by the brand Spade, and this is called Truly Gracious. It's got this black cap, almost looks like a truffle. And yeah, there's other ones in this line, the like Gracious line, but I just haven't smelled them. So this one is extremely green, and as you can see, it's a green bottle. It's very green. It's green in the sense of not like a natural, like actually grassy, ferny, herby green. It's more so green like shower shampoo green. Very fresh, does kind of smell shampoo-y, very clean. When I wore this on its own for the first time and I gave myself like 4 or 5 sprays, it was too much. It was headache inducing. It was too sharp, but I wore it again layered with Commodity Moss, which is musky, lighter, a little softer, but still green. So I layered this, and then I just gave like 1 or 2 general sprays, and I loved it. So I might just like always layer this one with a musk, and yeah, that might work out well for me. So again, that is Truly Gracious by Spade. Okay, so this is another mini of Bvlgari, and this one is called Omnia Jade. So it's another in the Omnia line. although this one's 20 milliliters, so it's a little bit bigger. This is actually discontinued, the Omnia Jade. I might not hang on to this forever because I like it, but I don't love it. So I feel like maybe I should resell it. But this one's kind of nutty, a little bit woody, a little bit green. I forget what makes it green, but I know it has pistachio, which is like a green nut. So it's kind of nutty, woody. It's just kind of cozy, but in a still kind of a fresh way. Yeah, I forget what all else is in here, but it's kind of like a nutty, woody, green fragrance. So that's Omnia Jade by Bvlgari. Okay, and then this is a new one to my collection. This is by Armani Prive, the private line by Giorgio Armani, and this is called Figuier. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Figuier. Eden fig. So, as you can imagine, this is a fig scent. I really like these bottles. I love the tops. I love the plaque, the gold plaque. And okay, so this is a fig fragrance, and you definitely get fig. That's like the main note that you get. And I've said it before, I don't love fig, but I've been on the hunt for a fig that I do like, and I do like this one. It might not stay in my collection forever, but I do like it. It's a delicate, kind of powdery, almost a little bit bitter, airy fig. Yeah, it's just, there's a touch of greenness to it. It smells kind of natural, like not uber perfumey. It's not too fruity. The fig is a lighter, airier, but a little bit woody green, powdery, and so I can handle that. I don't like a fruity fig. I don't like a dense fig. I don't like a sweet fig. So anyway, that is Figuier by Armani Prive. Okay, and then this is a mini travel spray. This is by the brand Hermes, and this is called L'Arden de Monsieur Lee. I really like these travel sprays that they're like square, and I think the top is cute. But anyway, this one, so pretty, very natural, totally unisex, not perfumey, just natural, kind of green citrus, kind of like herbal or like aromatic citrus. So what we have in here, we have a kumquat note. So kumquat, those are tiny little orange citruses. We have a note of sap. I forget what kind of sap, but it's like some sort of sap. Then there's a note of mint, and it's not minty, but it just gives it a nice freshness. And then I think there's a jasmine note and maybe like one other note. But I get something musky in here as well. Like it's not just bright fresh, it's still very soft and musky. So yeah, really nice, very peaceful, calming. L'Arden de Monsieur Lee by Hermes. Okay, and then last on this shelf, this like green citrus shelf, this is a Jo Malone fragrance, and this one's called Orange Blossom Cologne. I heard about this from the YouTuber, I think her channel's called Roses Perfumes. I don't know, but her name is Rose, and she does fragrance reviews. She's kind of like me. She's like a smaller channel. I think she only has like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, so you should subscribe to her. This one, this is Orange Blossom, so that's what you mainly get. It's so pretty. It's very fresh, light, delicate. It's not too sweet because sometimes Orange Blossom can be like super sweet, candied, and I don't like that. But I think this also might have some like orange or like clementine or something as well. And this also has a lilac note, which you get very subtly. It's just like a slightly different floralness to it. So super pretty, very fresh, great for spring and summer. So that is Orange Blossom Cologne by Jo Malone. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to the second shelf. Alright, so we are on to the second of 3 shelves for this final video. So this is my like aquatic marine ozonic scents, which, excuse me, mostly tend to be blue. So yeah, a lot of times the color can tell you a lot about what the scent smells like. And I do not group them by color, I literally group them by scent, but they, as you can see, they kind of turn out making sense with the colors. So first one, this is by the brand MAC, and this is called Turquatic. It's got this fun case. What do you call bottle? Kind of looks like an aquarium. Kind of looks like it's like you're like in the water, under the water. So this fragrance is, the bottle makes it look a little bit more like dark, intense, like swampy, but it's very delicate. So pretty. Delicate florals. There's a lemon note. I think you have maybe an orris note or something powdery. Water lily or lotus. Can't remember which one. But a very subtle aquatic floral. And then I think there's a cedar note. So it's a very soft, aquatic, lightly citrusy fragrance. Really beautiful. Great for spring and summer. MAC Turquatic. Okay, next. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. If this is Italian, I don't know how to pronounce that. Eau Intense. I'll just say Eau Intense. Well, but then if it's I don't know. Okay. I was like, is that French or... I think Dolce & Gabbana is an Italian brand. Anyway, so this fragrance, this is the flanker to the original light blue. This is the intense version, and I do prefer it. It's a little bit stronger, has a muskier base. So, this is lemon. It's citrusy lemon. I honestly do not remember most of the other notes. I think there's a green apple note. And in the base there's musk, quite a bit of musk. It's a very sexy, clean musk. This to me is a little bit unisex. Just very fresh, like summer vibes. Love it. Love it. Doesn't have great longevity, but the musk hangs around longer, even if like the lemon citrus doesn't. So that is a light blue Eau Intense. Next we've got Giorgio Armani Ocean di Gioia. Love these bottles so much. This one's so pretty. So this one, it's supposed to smell kind of oceanic, but it's mostly smells like a fruity floral. It does, however, have a salt note, but it's very subtle, so it just gives it a nice rounded out quality. It doesn't smell like ocean water or anything. And then it has pear. That's the main fruit that you get. And then I forget what the florals are, but there are some florals. I think it might be like peony or jasmine, freesia, something like that. So it's a very fresh, beautiful, fruity, floral, aquatic scent. Okay, that's Ocean di Gioia by Giorgio Armani. And then right next to it, I have another one in the line. So this is Giorgio Armani Air di Gioia. This one is not talked about nearly as much. The ones you hear about most are Aqua di Gioia and Ocean di Gioia. But Air di Gioia is my favorite. I haven't smelled all of the other ones in the line, but this is my favorite. So So Air de Joya is, that's so beautiful. So you get oak moss. So if you like oak moss, this, you might really like this. It's not for everybody. It's kind of earthy. So you get oak moss. You also get in this, there's like a peony note. I think there's another floral note. There's some, I think some like slightly woody notes. There's a salt note again. And I do not, there might be something slightly aromatic in here. I don't remember all the notes, but it really does kind of smell like a fresh coastal air, like coastal breeze or something. It's really beautiful. I really like it. I don't know if I said, but I think this is discontinued, but you can still find it online. So that is Air de Joya by Giorgio Armani. Okay, and then next, this is by the brand Maison Margiela Replica. The line is called Replica, and this one's called Sailing Day. I think I like these bottles a lot, and usually you see the larger size, but I go to great lengths to find smaller sizes. So anyway, this is called Sailing Day. This is extremely fresh, clean, a little bit marine, extremely bright, fresh, clean, kind of sharp, aldehydic. I do think there are aldehydes in here, which make it kind of soapy, clean, squeaky clean. Kind of smells almost like fresh linens, or like, I don't know, sails going up on a boat, you know? I forget all the notes in here, but yeah, it's just very fresh. So that is Sailing Day by Maison Margiela Replica. Okay, and then here's a mini. This is by the brand Memoir Archives, and this one's called O3 by the Sea. So this one is very light and soft, and it doesn't really smell perfumey. It more so smells kind of like an environment. So there's I think it's magnolia note. There's also a citrus. I think it's like mandarin. I don't remember. It's like some sort of orange. So there's magnolia. There's the citrus. There's a sand note. So it does smell a touch mineral. Warm mineral, and then I think there's also solar notes, which again kind of give it that like warmed up outdoor beachy quality. I think those might be the only notes. So it says on here, it says sunny dunes, mandarin, magnolia. Yeah, so those are the only notes, but it's very subtle. You have to spray quite a bit, but I do really like it. I don't know that I'll keep it forever, but I do think it's a nice, fun, simple one. Pretty unisex. So that's O3 by the Sea by Memoire Archives. Okay, next. This one's by the brand Skylar, and this one is called Salt Air. And this is another airy, kind of ozonic, mineral-y type fragrance, like fresh breeze. You do get a bit of like salty mineral-iness. It's very fresh. There's like a green coconut note, I think. There's a little bit of sweetness in here. I think there's like a driftwood note as well, so it does kind of smell like you're walking along the beach, flower in your hair. Maybe there's some cotton candy on the boardwalk wafting nearby. Really pretty. Yeah, I really like this one as well. Good for spring, summer especially. So that is Skyler Salt Air. And oh yeah, there's a salt note as well. And I think there's also seaweed. There's a seaweed note or seagrass, but it doesn't smell like seaweed. Okay. Geez, I have a lot of Jo Malone. I'm like doing this my whole collection, and I'm like realizing like, oh, I have like 5 Jo Malones, but a couple of them are the mini ones, the tiny little ones. So this one is Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. This is the first Jo Malone that I bought. It might be my favorite. I don't know. It's a really good one. This is one of the most popular ones from the line. So this one is, I would say this is pretty unisex. You get grapefruit. There's a note of grapefruit. There's, I believe, sage and sea salt. And then I think there's like a driftwood note or something. So it's kind of like a fresh, slightly aquatic, woody, herbal fragrance, and the salt kind of rounds it out and just makes it feels just like a very well-rounded but still pretty subtle fragrance. So that's Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and my fiance definitely did tell me he really liked how this smelled when I wore it last. So okay, then this is by the brand Ellis Brooklyn, and this one is called Salt. I love, 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 love the bottle. So pretty. I love this color of blue. And they have magnetic caps, so that's a huge win. I love this fragrance. I really, really love this fragrance. So this is a very salty fragrance. It's very ozonic, minerally, airy. So if you don't like salt, you're probably not going to like this. This actually doesn't have a salt note, but it has an ambergris note, which smells kind of salty, marine. This has a ylang note, and I think like one other floral that I don't remember. And then this has kind of an ambery base, like, I don't remember if it has like some woody notes or musk or what, but this also has, I think, like a coconut nectar note, so it's like a very transparent, light coconut. All together coming out airy, ozonic, salty, tropical, but not in like a dense, sweet way. Oh, so pretty. And this is one of those ones that I love sprayed on clothing. Like, I spray this on my wrists as well, but I love this one, how it smells on clothing, because it's very light and breezy and airy. So that is Ellis Brooklyn Salt. Okay, and then the last one on this particular shelf. This bottle is so dull, it's kind of ridiculous. This is called Liquid Cashmere Aqua by Donna Karan. So this is like in the whole sort of line of the, it started out with, oh my god, what is it called? I literally always forget the name of this fragrance. I had to go look. It's the Cashmere Mist. Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. This is like in that realm. It came somewhere time after the Cashmere Mist. So this is Liquid Cashmere Aqua. This was discontinued. I hunted it down online like a weirdo because Veronica Says, she has a channel, YouTube channel, Veronica Says, she does perfume reviews, and she recommended this one, and I was like in a huge like marine fragrances kick, so I went out and spent like $140 on this. It's discontinued. I do like it. I might not keep it forever, but I do like it. So what I get is a musky, slightly woody marine scent with some floral touches. That's mostly what I get. I think there's like sea notes, so you get a bit of a marine vibe, but it's not like seawater, like too intense, but it's a bit like that. You get floral notes. I think there's some sort of like driftwoody type notes. It's kind of musky, powdery. Yeah, I like it. I like it enough to keep for now. So that is Liquid Cashmere Aqua by Donna Karan. Okay, that is the end of that shelf. let's move on to the last shelf for this video. Alright everybody, we are on to the last shelf, which is good timing because my back and side is hurting. I have a weird filming setup where I like just have my normal table kind of, I pull it out a little bit, so I'm kind of leaning on it. Anyway, so this shelf is my tropical shelf. So just in time for the end of summer. It's when I put this video out, it's probably gonna be like the start of September. But you can take tropical vacations, hopefully. I know not everybody can. I hope that you can at some point in your future. So this is, oh my god, this bottle is absurd. This is the biggest bottle that I have. It's insane. I really should start selling decants of this. So this is a bottle of, it's by the brand Arden, and it's called Linen Rose. And it's a really good quality bottle. It's a, bless you. I don't know if you can smell my hear my fiance sneezing. It's got a magnetic cap. So this fragrance, it's a rose fragrance. It's like an aquatic, slightly tropical rose. It has, I think, sea notes. It either has sea notes or sea salt. It's got rose, it's got coconut, and I honestly don't remember the other notes in it, but yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of, I don't know, it's the sort of thing like if I wanted to smell fresh and clean on a tropical vacation, I could see myself reaching for this. I don't know if I'll keep it in my collection forever, but I'm keeping it for now. So yeah, that is Arden Linen Rose Eau de Cologne. And yeah, Eau de Cologne meaning lower concentration of the actual perfume oils, and it does have not as good of longevity. So, okay. Next, this is just a travel spray of Juliette Has a Gun Lust for Sun. This one's like 5 milliliters. So it's really little and cute, and I'm actually wearing this one today because I kind of was like, I wanted to wear something from what I was filming today, as well as it's like a hotter summer day today, so I was like, I gotta live it up and do like a summery fragrance. So this is very much that. So this is called Lust for Sun, and it really, that's a perfect name. It's just like a warm, tropical florals, mostly white florals, and I think yellow florals. Like I think there's a ylang-ylang note in here. There's probably like a gardenia note, maybe a jasmine note. So just really beautiful, heady, pungent white florals, like at their peak ripeness, almost overripe. And then coconut, that's what I mainly get, is the white florals, yellow florals, and coconut. But it's not like crazy coconut, so it's not quite like it's a little bit sunscreeny, but a little bit more floral. And yeah, it's just very happy. I don't usually tend to go for these types of scents, but I do like this one. I'll probably take this on my honeymoon to Bali in a couple months. Okay, next, this is a classic celebrity fragrance. This is by Jennifer Lopez, and this is called Miami Glow by J.Lo. It's got this fun, like, charm. I love the look of the bottle. So this is a flanker to J.Lo Glow. I love the scent of this one. It's a very fresh, clean, musky passion fruit. So the main note you get is passion fruit, but it's just like such a fresh, bright, clean passion fruit. I think there's also a grapefruit note in here, which really brightens and lightens it up. It's like a very light fruit punch almost. There's like a coconut nectar note or something, but I don't really get any coconut. And then I think there's musk in the base. So yeah, I really like this one. This was launched in 2005, but it doesn't smell like old to me or anything. Still smells like very modern, contemporary. Good for the summer, of course. Okay, and then this is called Exotic Coral by Judith Lieber. And yeah, this fragrance is really fun. It's kind of like a sexy, it's like a soft, sexy vacation scent, I would say. So this has a coconut note, but it's pretty subtle. I think it also has a violet note, which gives it a little bit of floral powderiness. There's I think it's a rum note, so an alcoholic note, but it works for me. Typically I don't love alcoholic notes. Then there's, I think, sea notes. So it's kind of like a powdery, slightly tropical, slightly marine scent. I really like it. It does not have great longevity, but it's very affordable. So that is Exotic Coral by Judith Lieber. Okay, and then this is a fun bottle. So this is by the brand Dolce & Gabbana, and this is called Dolce Shine. It's got this fun flower on the top, and this is part of the Dolce line. There's other flankers in it. This is an airy, kind of bright, slightly ozonic, sunny, tropical fragrance. So I honestly forget most of the notes. I think this has a mango note. It might also have like a citrus note. It has a salt note, and I think it also has, it might have an ozonic note. So it's kind of airy, bright. It doesn't have any coconut, but it does have a tropical vibe, but no coconut. So if you don't like coconut, which I don't always love coconut, this is great. So it's kind of airy, fresh. Like, it's, oh, you know how a lot of tropical scents can feel kind of heavy and cloying and either like super heavy floral or like heavy sweet fruits. This one's like tropical but kind of like lighter and airy, but still has some of that fruity tropical vibe. So I really like this one. Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana, Dolce Shine. My brain is starting to not work because I filmed part 2 of this series earlier today, and so I need to shift gears and do something else after this. Okay, so this one is called Aqua Divina, and this is by the brand Bvlgari. I like the bottle. It doesn't stand up, which is frustrating, but I do like the bottle. It's supposed to look, I think, like a pearl on the beach, and yeah, it's called Aqua Divina, so it does have a marine theme. It has a note of salt, and then it's got some other interesting notes. There's a quince note, so there's quince, salt, there's a beeswax note. I think there might be like magnolia, I don't know. Yeah, I forget the other notes, but it's kind of a blend of like a little fruity, a little salty. I think there's like a pepper note maybe. Oh, ginger, that's it. There's a ginger note. It's interesting. It does have like a marine twist, but it's not like a straight up marine fragrance. It's kind of unisex as well, in my opinion. And I think it's discontinued. But anyway, unique fragrance, Aqua Divina by Bvlgari. Okay, and then this is a little travel size that somebody on Mercari made of the brand Guerlain Aqua Allegoria, and this one's called Coconut Fizz. So this one's discontinued, unfortunately, as well. I have a lot of discontinued fragrances, so I'm sorry about that. But this one is super beautiful, watery, light, transparent coconut, some florals. I think there's freesia. And yeah, it's just like a beautiful splash of florals and coconut. Great to wear on vacation. I will definitely take this one to Bali with me. So that is Coconut Fizz by Aqua Allegoria by Guerlain. Okay, and then this is a little travel spray that I made like 2 years ago. I used to have the bottle, but I sold the rest of the bottle. I kind of wish I hadn't. But this is by the brand Juliette Has a Gun, and this one is Vanilla Vibes. I love this one, and I don't feel like people talk about it that much, but this is so, I love this. It's a beautiful take on vanilla in my opinion, because I love salt. So this has a salt note, I think. It either has a salt note or like a C, some sort of C note. Anyway, I think it's salt, and then it's vanilla. It's mostly that. It's mostly like a salty, light vanilla. It's not a heavy vanilla. It's a fresh kind of marine vanilla. It honestly makes you think of like a vanilla by the sea, or like almost like a sunscreeny vanilla. I don't know, but I love it. It definitely smells a little synthetic, but I love it anyway. So that is Juliette Has a Gun, Vanilla Vibes. Okay, all the rest of these are like little bottles. So this is a very tiny mini 4 milliliters of Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. So this fragrance is super popular for a reason. It smells amazing. You mainly get like an ambery vanilla, coconut, and some white floral. I think tiare flower is the main or perhaps the only floral. But yeah, it's just sexy. Like, it's a very sexy coconut. Normally I don't love coconut, but it's not too coconutty. You get some vanilla. It's like, yeah, you're a bronze goddess on the beach. You smell very sexy. You could wear this during the day, but I feel like this would really go well for a summer night. So that is Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. Okay, and then this one's kind of similar. This is by the brand Chaoli, and this one is called Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. It's a mini, which is perfect size for me. So it's kind of similar to Estee Lauder, but what I noticed is that this has a little bit more floral notes, and it has a few white florals. I forget what they all are. A few white florals. It's also got vanilla, and I think kind of like a musky, maybe some sandalwood in the base. I find that this one is like, I've described this one as feeling more like a brown sugar vanilla, and this is more of like a white sugar vanilla. But everybody talks about how Chaoli fragrances, the longer they sit, they get like deeper and darker. So maybe that's just because I only purchased this like a few months ago. So maybe it'll get kind of like a darker vanilla. Alright, so that is Chaoli Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. And this is my last fragrance for the video. So this is another mini. And this is by the brand Jacques Fath. And this one is called Curaçao Bay. Really beautiful, amazing quality bottle. They do not skimp on the quality of the bottles. And so this one is a marine tropical floral type scent. So it's either sea notes or like sea salt, I think. And then there's a frangipani note, which gives it like a tropical floral warm vibe. And I honestly forget what the other notes are, but there might be something a little citrusy, there might be something a little woody. Kind of unisex, like feminine leaning, but kind of unisex. I'll probably take this on my Bali vacation as well. I don't know that I am crazy about this one, but I do like it. But if I wear it in Bali and I decide I'm not crazy, I'll probably resell it at that point because I haven't worn this in a few months. So yeah, that is Jacques Fath Curaçao Bay. Alright everybody, so that is the end of the video. I'm hot because it's like, I think it's like 86 out and we don't have AC, so I'm kind of hot. But yeah, I had a lot of fun filming these videos, and I will probably do an updated collection at some point in the next 6 months to a year, because yeah, my collection is probably going to continue to grow and change, and so it should be fun to give you updates as time goes on. Yeah, feel free to send me any comments or any thoughts that you have. I like to hear all of your guys' positive words of affirmation or questions. Yeah, I'm a pretty small channel, so I'd love it if you want to subscribe or share my content with anybody else. And yeah, just to end, I'll just say that I really hope you all are doing well as best you can. I know that we're all going through something difficult at some point, and some of us much more than others. So to all of you who might be going through struggles, whether they're big or small, I hope y'all just know that somebody cares for you, and yeah, just do what you can to keep moving forward and stay present to wherever you're at while you do what you can to move forward. Okay, everybody, so with that, I will say goodbye. Catch you all soon.